When last we left our heroes, Nate the Human Ranger, Gobs the Hadozee Hexblade, Othokent the Lizard Folk Life Domain Cleric, and Talah the Half-Orc Druid, and last but not least, Abraham Grissom, the Human Wizard. Our friends got to meet somebody who came in for a nail appointment and had an interesting way of putting a fine point on their debate as they had a fun conversation with Carrie. After which, they went to meet up with Gobs' mom to have a long, wistful goodbye and had an interesting conversation where we learned that Gobs is something. Don't know what Gobs is, but Gobs is something. Oh, we also found out that the people that run the lab that experimented on Gobs' mom's mom, so Gobs' grandmother, they're back and they're trying to get her. So that's fun. So we had all kinds of fun last week, and everybody just had all kinds of interesting conversations. So where we are picking up is Gobs, you've just punched out your mother. You walked past Othokent, who was standing by the door.
I doubt I saw him.
And that's where we're at. So, what y'all doing?
Well,
so as you punched her and he's walking out, Othokent was holding still in the room, prepared to do something horrible to Gob's mom.
Pretty much.
And we're all outside as Gobs is leaving. What's
Correct,
Otho doing?
Otho is walking over to the unconscious goblin.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to use a charge of my healer's kit to wake her up. Come on now.
She comes to.
Greetings, Milla. My name is Dr. Othokent.
I know who you are. She spits blood out on the ground.
Good. But it is only proper to introduce oneself. So, I'd like to ask you something. Just out of pure curiosity and to maybe lead on to further points. What do you know of lizard folk?
I don't know. Maybe like a warm rock out in the sun. That's about it.
Well, I do. But that is not what I mean. See, my race is very peculiar. We don't hold the same kinds of morals, emotions, inner turmoil that other races do. I don't look at anything from an emotional standpoint, or I didn't used to. I would look at everything from a cost-benefit, positives, negatives, benefits. Very pragmatic, very practical. Some months ago, I managed to snag up the ability to suddenly have emotions. And the beautiful thing of trying to understand them. Now, as someone who has lived with them all their life, I'm sure you have a great deal of control over them and you know how to handle them perfectly. But you see, someone such as me is currently being thrown around in a lot of different weird situations, and, well, I would like to ask what in the 9 layers of hell you think you're doing. You
Look,
already...
I have 2 motivations for everything I do. Number 1, survive. Number 2, get paid. So that's what I'm doing.
And you would jeopardize the life of 5 well-doing people just to survive?
Look, I couldn't care less about you and anybody else with you.
No, you do seem to care quite a lot about us, or else you would have left us alone after you scalped us for over 20,000 gold pieces, which is more than plenty to live comfortably for the rest of your life. Especially seeing you're a goblin, and with your lifespan, you could even buy pseudo-immortality for such prices. But no, that was not enough. So you do care. Let's get that right.
You're just the quickest path to another payday.
The pig... I don't understand people like you. Granted, I didn't understand a lot of people. But dear Lord, you really are as terrible as I thought you were.
Look, we're done here. Why don't you go deal with that little tumor since you like her so much? All right? I've got things to do.
Do you want to hear a very interesting fact about lizard folk, apart from what I told you?
I don't really have a choice considering I'm so tied up to a chair.
No, that's exactly right. You don't. We're cannibalistic in nature.
Well, then go eat your mother and leave me alone.
No. I couldn't if I wanted to. She died many years ago. But I was considering eating you, but I just thought about where you've been. So I'm going to do this very, very simply. If you ever approach us again, do anything to hamper us, try and get us killed, try and get us kidnapped again, I will put you through so much pain you're going to wish I killed you.
Well, if you want me to leave you alone, stop becoming so valuable to everyone else.
Yeah. You know, thank you for showing me what unbridled fury can be. I don't know. Do I miss? I do attack her.
You'd have advantage because she's restrained.
Alright.
Yeah, you hit.
Great. I cast a spell known as Primal Savagery, which gives me nice, long, acidic claws. And I'm going to claw her face straight off.
Now she's pretty hurt, so are you attempting to kill her or just to maim her?
I would like to at least gouge her eyes out, if possible. If I can avoid killing her, then sure.
I'll say you're able to take the left eye out as you drag your claws across her face.
You're a cancer upon this city.
Roll an insight check. The one good eye is now glaring at you with a look of sheer anger. What's going to be real fun is when I make you into boots. You seem to misunderstand. You think I'm just a goblin. I'm not. I'm the Queen of Shadows. You'll regret everything you just did.
What you are is not some Queen of Shadows. You're a cancer upon this city, making it actively worse. And do you know what a doctor does to cancer? He removes it. But
it always comes back, though.
Oh, so you have life insurance, is that it?
Something like that.
Ah. Well, then you are right. It would be truly pointless to kill you.
Perception check. This is when you notice off to your left in the shadows, a form standing still. It's a form you've seen before. If you remember, the first time you guys were summoned down to the Shades, there was the ninja that was running across the rooftops, keeping an eye on you. Oh, nope, that's going to show the whole character sheet, which is not what I wanted.
I know it only shows bio and info.
Okay, cool.
At least I can see the character sheet.
Yeah, you see that standing in the corner.
Ah. How beautiful. So, I'm going to look over at the shade and say, well, greetings. I'm Dr. Othokent. How can I help you, shadowy one?
Just nods to you and pulls its weapons, and it's just standing there. It's not making a move. It's like it's waiting for either a line to be crossed or an order to be given.
You know, it would be unsporting of me to kill you now, since Milla decided to show you mercy, as much as you call her a tumor. At least that tumor is trying to accomplish something that's not being a fucking cyst upon society's ass. Just draining it for all it's worth while only caring about your own goddamn self. Yeah, I know, I'm grandstanding on what they call it. I'm going to look over to Shade. Go pick up your master now. I won't kill her today. Or stab me in the back.
They sheathe their short sword when you see that, and they're still in a position where they could move very, very quickly to intervene, but they're not.
I am going to walk out of the room waving and say, goodbye, Milla the Terrible. I hope you get tetanus.
See you later, shoes.
Creative. As I walk out.
All right. So as we get outside, Abraham and Gobs are having a nice big hug. And Nate is keeping an eye out on some things.
The mouse on his shoulder is squeaking happily that Otho has returned to the group.
Question.
Answer.
Nate has a hunter's mark on her. So he's gonna detect that she's moving.
She hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah. In a couple minutes, you'll sense them starting to move back basically towards the bilge.
Okay.
Alright, well, that was thoroughly the most annoying conversation I've had today. I'd put it up there with the conversation with the police chief. This might even be worse. I know you already realized this, Milla, but holy hell, your mother is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say this, though, if we meet her again, I will kill her.
I just hope she stays away.
You know, I wish I could share the optimism in that, but I highly doubt it. She even had one of her, well, I don't know if it was a man, but one of her boy toys in the room, apparently.
Wait, right now?
Yeah, she has one of the shades, but don't go charging in there. It'll only cause us more problems right now. I believe we should vacate the premises. That's our best choice.
Yeah, we Yeah, we should. We have a boat to catch, right? And a guide to avoid.
Indeed. I will say, your mother is lacking depth perception at the moment, so that's at least fun. Let's get going.
What did you... Never mind.
All right, so where are you guys headed at this point in time? Again, the ship leaves tomorrow afternoon. It's probably about, with all the running around and moving around and everything, it's probably around noonish.
Well, I do know that at some point I'm gonna walk off of Nate's shoulder and turn back into Talah.
Okay, let me know when that point is.
When my wild shape runs out.
All right, so you still have that for probably about another half hour.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep it up until it is down.
So we're just letting this happen.
What do you propose?
I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm not sure how this even works. Like, what?
Hopefully we prove to them that they shouldn't try that shit again.
Or she's just been made angry.
Oh, she's definitely angry.
That may have all that's been accomplished.
Well, that, and I learned a lot. I made all of us an enemy, too.
It's not like we were friends with your mother already.
It's fine.
No, right, yeah, but... No, she was targeting all of us already. I mean, the whole payment thing. Well, that was... And she just trails off mumbling a little.
Well, was it worth it? He gestures to the pendant, necklace, or whatever that you received.
I think so. This thing feels... It feels right, her not having it. I don't think I ever met the person it belonged to, but I know them. We should probably get going in case the ones you saw are after us still.
Yeah, I haven't noticed anything yet. But yeah.
To be fair, weren't they invisible?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Can you see something?
I don't know. Has an hour passed since I cast that spell?
You're getting pretty close to it.
I haven't seen anything. But your spell's almost gone.
How about outside? Anything out there?
If I take a peek, do I see any sprinting high-tech guards running around searching? Anything on the roofs?
Yeah, you don't say anything at this time.
Okay. No, seems to be clear.
So, sorry for saying, but what the absolute shuttlecock are we gonna do now?
Bide our time until the boat leaves? Preferably somewhere else. Maybe the high masts, it's a public area of high regard, would be difficult to get to us there, right? It's called the high mast, right? I've been there a total of 3 times.
The sales level, you mean?
The sales level, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I call it the high mast? That's one of the government things.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no, the sales level. I mean, that would put us in a position where we're difficult to get to, but
Not for Carrie.
well, it limits who can get to us. Then we just have to worry about him.
I mean, we could
That's the one
always.
I'm most afraid of.
Well, would you rather worry about all of them or just him?
True. Sorry, Arthur, what are you saying?
No, I realized the error in my statement. Never mind. But yes, sounds like a plan.
We could also just hit for the boat and ask if we could stay there until we leave, but that would be bringing problems for the boat, and if that manifests, I think we're getting kicked off.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
So we currently don't feel like we have a safe place to stay. We're not sure what options we have.
I mean, yeah, you guys have talked about a couple different options. Also, keep in mind, there's lots of places that you could go rent a room for the night at and stuff like that if you're scared to go back to any of your known places of residency.
Who are you calling scared?
The people who can't figure out where to go because they're scared.
I mean, not wrong.
The captain is not
Fair.
obliged to defend us.
Nope.
No,
Actually, maybe be more inclined to hand us out.
Who? Well, nobody says we have to tell him anything.
no, but if there's suddenly a bunch of assassins at the place or something that starts killing people around them, then we have some explaining to do.
She's gonna protect her men and her ship.
Yeah, and if whatever's there is after us, I mean, she's going to kick us off.
If she doesn't have her own problems.
I mean, no one would dare mess with her. With her
So-
reputation.
Then let's go to the authorities. Talk to the Corsairs. Tell them the problem.
I mean, we do have friends in higher places in the local police force now that the corrupt bastard has been ousted.
Actually, that's not a horrible idea.
We could
It's going to mean
contact
shit.
Chirieto, I guess. See what if they have a place. A suggestion.
I mean, the authorities one could work. It would mean spending the night in a cell, likely. Bit of harsh for the back, but good luck getting in there.
Or longer. If they see fit to keep us in there and never release us and we miss our boat.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. Chirieto, we've not really talked a lot to him since.
It feels weird to ask things of him at the moment.
Yeah.
True, but he's also directly linked to Gilgamesh. So with the words that Carrie said, it would be interesting to get some feedback.
Yeah, definitely letting him know what's going on could be a good idea.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? That he joins Carrie and just stabs us in the back.
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah.
Actually, what happened to that lich guy? Didn't one of us like sort of get in his good graces?
Well, then Dr. Heinrich Berg.
Yeah, wasn't he doing something related to Gilgamesh, or am I misremembering?
I don't quite remember. It was something.
Either way, we wouldn't know how to contact him. Also, where is Talah? We didn't leave her behind, right?
Squeak!
She's right here.
And
The
mouse.
tiny mouse waves.
I got no right to say that's weird.
Yeah, don't eat.
Don't eat what?
Don't eat the mouse.
Why would I eat the
I'm
mouse?
talking to Milla's arm.
Oh, I think I have that somewhat under control.
The mouse runs up top of Nate's head and hides in his hair.
Not the beard?
Nope.
But it could have found a snack there.
Maybe.
Well, that tickles. So, we're not getting any closer on a decision.
I still say going to the
Sales.
the sales level. Going to the sales level and renting a room up there. I mean, we have quite a bit of money. We might be able to afford it.
Are there even any hotels up there or anything like that?
You being from here would know that there's not. That's
There's no renting up there.
that's just a rich folks
It's just,
live up there.
It's just a rich neighborhood.
So when rich people come here, they just stay in the lower levels?
They probably have friends, and they stay in their spare rooms.
To be fair, yeah, we did see the mansion they have, so yeah, that makes sense.
We don't really want to hide in the service ducts for the elevator again.
I mean, that would keep us out of everyone's reach, but we can't guarantee getting in or out of that without problems. We
I
were
mean, if we
lucky
go in-
Edson was there.
I mean, if we go in from the sales level, who's going to stop us?
The city guards?
They weren't covering the exit when we went to the sales level.
Yeah, but didn't we also time that exit?
Somewhat. But we
Yeah,
are
that's-
technically allowed to be up there, so...
Yeah, and I mean, going up there and then heading down into the service corridor is not a horrible idea. Just dark, damp, and we might find more gelatinous cubes. Either way, I think we should head back to Othokent's place first. At the very least, we need to pack up for the trip before we go wherever we're staying, right?
Yeah, we should probably bring some minor supplies.
Okay, let's head
Yeah.
there first and get that taken care of.
Let's be safe about it, though.
Yeah, they might be waiting for us.
Yeah, so everyone move as a group?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you guys make it back to Othokent's clinic with no issues. Everything goes just fine. Takes you about 30 minutes to get there. At this point, Wild Shape and True Scene have faded.
True sight, yes.
Ah, my neck.
Wasn't it just
Or
invisible?
see invisibility. Don't give me a hard time. I'm tired.
It's all right, man.
But yeah, both of those things have faded. And you guys get there.
right. So just pack up some things, some extra medical supplies, all that. Maybe a laptop. Although, can I take your laptop?
Sure, as long as you're careful with it.
Oh, I am. Well, I will be. I also am.
So I'm assuming you're taking all of your goods with you. So Xerxes, I'm assuming Xerxes. Abraham, I'm assuming you take all of your stuff, including the dragon egg. Gobs, you don't have a whole bunch of stuff. Nate, you pick up all your stuff. Talah, you grab all the herbs and everything that you've been collecting, and all of that stuff. All right. So yeah, it probably takes, I'd say, about an hour and a half for you guys to get everything packed up, fully ready to go. So it's about 2:00 in the afternoon. Everybody's ready. What are we doing next?
I still say we go to the boat.
I do have a question for the GM. I just mentioned the old laptop thing because I imagine that a receptionist would have that to type things on, but I don't actually know what Otho has.
Yeah, he'd have a laptop.
And you're okay with me grabbing it from there?
Yeah. It's an old as hell laptop. It barely plays Minecraft.
That's fine. It can play music. That's what I wanted to.
Yeah.
Don't forget the pager.
Oh yeah, pager. What's a pager?
Also, I'm going to say, Othokent, the day that you kind of spent there while everybody else was out doing things, you reached out to all your clients to let them know that you were going to have an extended absence and refer them off to other doctors.
Thank you kindly.
Except for one who we don't like.
You're the only one who eats my infestation.
He doesn't use leeches, he uses his tongue.
So another thing.
So many return customers.
Wasn't Talah gonna talk to the familiars?
The real Raven Roscoe, not the familiar Raven.
You wanted to know some stuff, and I was gonna help you do that.
Why is he alive when the familiar Raven says that he met the spirit of Roscoe?
So yeah, I'm gonna.
When that happens.
So I'm gonna cast that, and then see if that can actually get some answers.
Sure. What do you want to ask him?
I am just gonna be translator, so I'm gonna leave that up to Abraham.
What happened? Last I knew, you were still on the boat, and you were gone, and there was. And then everything changed, and I summoned Roscoe, and he said he met you. That means you died.
Big wave. Slept long. Woke up. Weird man. Long hair. Pointy ears. Beard. Not Abraham. Found Abraham's friends. Found Abraham.
I see. You were saved by somebody.
Woke up by someone, yes.
Name?
Don't know. Seen before.
Where?
Home.
He was here. Or, I mean, at our house. Yes?
Twice.
Wait.
Long hair. Long beard.
The same guy who gave
Pointy ears.
Is the same guy that gave Abraham information once?
Yeah. Gave you information a couple times. It always seemed like when you were having a month where you're like, I don't know, I'm going to pay my bills, he would come in and buy something. You saw him. He came looking for Gobs a couple times. Again, these were times when Gob's mom was real sick, and you knew of it, but you didn't have the money to help her out with the medicine she would need for her addiction issues. And Gobs, the next time you see Gobs, she's like, yeah, a friend of mine found me and gave me some of the medicine I needed. So you would, in case you've forgotten his name, he's describing Eno.
Eno.
Yeah, he's a bearded half elf, homeless guy. Gobs had more interactions with him than you did. Yeah, it just has a tendency to show up and meet needs at weird times.
Eno saved you, huh? How did Eno get all the way out there?
Don't know. Didn't wake up in the water. Woke up outside the door.
I see.
Smelled you far away on a boat. Lots of crabs and a dog. Dog ate the crabs. Girl was dog.
Eno. Kimber? No.
No. Kimber bad.
Kimber bad.
Kimber caused the wave. Sent you in the water. Then the wave came.
Eno saved you.
Now you don't look as good as you used to.
Kimber.
I don't tell him that part.
Kimber.
I just chuckle.
One eye doesn't see as well. He doesn't look as well as he used to.
Oh, is that a pun? Doesn't look as well as he used to.
Yeah. Yes, your bird would make puns.
Yeah.
And you know why, jerk.
Yeah, but I'm not telling him.
Because you're trying to torture me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
like
that's
you
the
do to
part
me
I'm
on
not
a regular
telling him.
basis.
So Abraham won't know about the puns. But Talah's gonna chuckle about it.
I have more questions, but thank you, Roscoe. Thank you, Talah.
Not a problem.
More baths. Abraham smells.
Baths
He
later.
does, doesn't he?
Answer now.
No, baths now. Smelly hair.
Well, you heard
Hang on
the
a
bird.
second.
Bath
He
time.
had a bath of the haircut when he went to the dinner party.
Yeah, that was like 5 days ago.
And
This is
the last
why
time you had a bath.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm. How many
Last
days
night.
ago was that?
One?
See?
No,
Filthy.
that was the last bath. I also had a shower this morning.
Disgusting.
I relaxed in the jacuzzi tub last night. It was comforting and warm.
Nice.
That was your own pee.
Look,
Abraham, you
water
heard the
bills are
bird.
expensive.
Go take a bath.
You guys are leaving, so that's probably not going to happen right this minute.
I still
can
think
toss
we
him
should
into
go
the
to the
ocean.
boat. I still think we should go to the boat. The Corsairs have the docks guarded, and we'll be fine.
You think so?
I don't know.
What do you think, Roscoe?
Yes, speak with animals is still running.
Doesn't matter. Any nest works as long as it's not ours.
All right.
Hawks won't find us.
Be right back.
Well, Roscoe says any place but ours. Or yours, I suppose. I mean, are we even welcome on this ship yet?
None.
Well, I'm gonna continue packing.
Sound scream?
Mm-hmm.
What happens when I try shoving the Tesseract cube into the egg?
Okay, so taking the cube from Project 11 and pushing it into the egg?
Yeah, do they merge together to create some sort of weird malformed egg that's going to burst forth with some sort of mutant superpower?
No. If it would be like if you took a rock and tried to push it into another rock.
Oh, okay. So I can't like fuse them together, and like the power and knowledge that was like in this cube infuses this nascent dragon and birth forth some sort of ultra powerful
No.
dragon of
No.
epic proportions to
That's kind of sad,
no.
Sunscreen. It would be cool if we could.
Fight for us and defeat Morgana using this power of...
No.
I think we should be able to do that, actually.
Actually, the dragon is born and is now captured in the cube. You need to shout the name of the dragon when you throw the cube to get it out.
Yeah, or gleam the cube, one or the other. Go feed your kitten. All right, so while he's going to feed his kitten, and that's not a euphemism.
Literally not. I have a orange kitten.
Literally a kitten. Where are you guys actually going? Can you guys make up your minds on this, please?
I mean, we're not welcome on the ship yet. Roscoe has said don't go to, well, Abraham's in that case. The clinic, well, we know that Carrie knows the exact location of the clinic. So that leaves us with?
I mean, there's a dozen different inns you can rent rooms at. You also, if you wanted to further, step on the toes of Cormoran, right? And he's the one who gave you the ship. You could impose on him. Maybe that's an avenue you could try. You could go see Dr. Burke. He's in the cathedral, right? Maybe he has something. There's all kinds of places you could hide throughout the docks areas. So this is up to you guys.
So is there any place that the others think is more safe? Because, well, regardless of Talah being here for a couple weeks, I guess at this point, it's still not familiar. Not everyone at the same time, please.
If we want safe, we need public. Someplace with a lot of people around.
Is there an inn close to the harbor? So we can literally just run out there and go to the ship if necessary?
I'd imagine there'd be loads of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's lots of different little pub inns and things like that. Obviously there's the Cardinal Rose, but it's kind of a well-known, like everybody knows the Cardinal Rose.
Right. But like any that are closest to the harbor we need to get to tomorrow.
Actually, the Cardinal Rose is probably not a bad shout. It's likely booked up, which means lots of people around. Service there is good. They have a very active night watch, I should say.
Yep.
Met him a few times. Name's Clint. We've had a few talks while he held me until I got arrested. Nice guy, really.
So Cardinal Rose is the best option we have?
Well, it's the fanciest if we can afford it. And it would allow you to try out the Cardinal Rose food, which is, I'm told, really good. When we were there last time, I didn't exactly eat anything.
How much is it per night?
Gobx, give me a history check.
It is on its way. No clue. Never paid there.
Yeah. You're not sure. You never bothered asking.
And last we were there, Milla didn't really eat anything because he was far away mentally.
Yep. And this right here that I'm pinging is the Cardinal Rose. It's right here. The dock you're leaving from is here.
So it's not too far away.
Just across the market.
And what time was the boat leaving again?
They said they're going to have it ready by afternoon.
By afternoon. Okay, so if we start heading over there by midday, that should be more than good enough, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Until that, it will put you near the markets. We can all go have a look at the markets tonight. You know, sort of put this whole thing in a bit distance.
Yeah, like that.
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys are headed to the Cardinal Rose.
Yep. Is this a place where you call ahead to see if there are rooms?
Not necessarily, right? It's like it's just you see a lot of captains and first mates go there when they come in and things like that. So and then if somebody comes from offshore, right? If one of the mainland people come out, this is where they would stay usually, things like that. So it's not necessarily a call ahead thing because they do have lots of turnovers in the rooms.
All right, so we can pretty safely just go there then. Okay.
Yeah.
And if push comes to shove, we can share a room.
Yeah, or go to any of the other pubs, right? There's a bunch of other ones.
I imagine there's a lot nearby specifically to grab the spillover when they're full.
Yep, there's a couple of very nice ones nearby. And then there's some seedier ones that are a little bit down towards the docks. And those are the kind that specialize in one night and sometimes hourly rates for the dock hands when they come out from a berth. Does that make sense?
The restaurant. We don't talk about the restaurant.
Yeah, no. So their beverage of choice there is just called the tetanus. The tetanus shot. Yep.
Yeah, because you don't need one afterwards.
Yeah. It's just pure alcohol. All right. So you guys make your way over to the Cardinal Rose. Anything you guys want to do on your way there? Is there anything else you guys are wanting to do this day?
Check out the market and see whatever the hell is there, like plants, herbs, all kinds of stuff like that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a herbalism kit check.
Well,
so you're able to find some stuff to help with seasickness, which you think will be good because you've never been out on the ocean. And that's really about it. You spend about 50 silver.
50 silver, okay. So 5 gold.
Yep. I'll need to think on that, Doc.
That's perfectly fine. I didn't expect an answer right away.
Yep. But yeah, you guys are able to get there. They do have 2 rooms available. And they are 2 gold per night. 5 gold per night if you want dinner and breakfast.
We do.
Yeah, I'll cover it for
Right.
2 rooms and then yeah.
Can you afford that?
Yep.
Oh shit! I can afford it too.
You guys aren't broke.
I already said I was gonna pay it, so I've already taken it away from my gold.
Awesome. So here's the fun question: who's staying in which room?
Let the girls bunk together.
Yeah, because there's 2 beds in each room.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, though, I imagine Nate would rather bunk with Talah since he's protecting her.
Yeah, it's also a case of Talah being a little bit unnerved by your arm.
I promise I have it under control.
So Nate, Talah, and Milla in one room, with Milla and Talah probably getting the beds and Nate sleeping on the floor?
Maybe?
Sure.
I mean, I'm small. I can literally sleep in an armchair. Get
just
Nate some proper
just
sleep.
Sleep in your arm chair.
That's not what I'm.
Your arm turns
So-
into a chair. You must now
What?
sleep in it.
What?
No.
How?
All right, so
I have a bedroll.
you curl up in the there's a little a little love seat in there as well, so you can curl up on that. Nate gets a bed, you get a bed. All right, so for
Yeah.
the other three or the other no, it'd be the other two. I can't count. So as everybody kind of gets settled, I'll say you guys have a nice dinner, right? You get nice and full. I'm not going to go into details on what the meal is because I only ever designed one meal for Neap, and I've already used it, and I'm not doing that again.
Steak.
Steak, fine. It's steaks. But no, that would be too expensive out here. So yeah, it would be some type of fish fillet. Really well done though. As far as it's cooked well, not that it's overcooked. As you guys go to sleep, Milla,
What's up?
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Don't you dare kill
With
me and
advantage.
Nate in your sleep.
Awesome. As you get up the next morning and you start to get dressed, Gobs, and you go in the bathroom, you kind of wash up a little bit. You notice the black is gone from your fingertips. The black that had started to creep from the shoulder joint down onto your chest has receded. In fact, it's receded past where the black arm, like where your shoulder used to stop. It's past that is green and normal, and you can feel it just like normal.
What? What? How? Right, okay. I need to handle this another night. Get calm. That's how that works. Okay. That's her whole reaction to it. She has reacted a lot.
Gotcha. All right, so it's the next morning. Again, I'm going to say you guys go. You have breakfast without too much trouble. It's a good breakfast: a bacon, eggs, some light flaky fish if you want it. Lots of citrus-inspired drinks and fruits and things like that. So, again, the ship is scheduled to leave this afternoon with the outgoing tide. What else? Is there anything else you guys want to do between now and then?
There's no place here that would sell any magical instruments, right? It's all just regular stuff.
There might be.
I mean, it's worth it to have a look before we leave, right?
Yeah, and when you say magical instruments, you're not like just talking about something that's magical. You're talking about like a lute that's magical.
No, I meant something that's magical.
Yeah, no, because there's all kinds of trade that comes in and out, right? So yeah, there's a magic shop.
What do the rest of you think? Magic shop?
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
need. Sure, why not?
See if we're lucky and find a providing bow for Nate. Nate needs a win.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, so give me either a history or survival check or an investigation check, Milla, to find the shop.
It'll be survival.
Yes.
But, yeah.
All right, the shop is called The Final Form. And it is right here.
Is anyone else going, by the way, or am I just running off on my own right now?
No, Talah's following you.
Need an Otho?
Yes. Sorry, could you repeat? It kind of cut out, and the last thing I heard was Nate Novo.
I suggested we could head towards a magic shop in the city before we leave the city.
Yes?
And I asked if everyone was coming, and so far the only one who's responded has been Talah.
Yep,
I will be coming along.
because I'm nice like that.
We agreed we are traveling in force.
Yeah, just making sure. Nate?
Yeah.
You want to come?
Yeah. Stick together.
But I imagine Cyntari's feeding a kitten, so cardboard cutout Abraham is coming, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, let's head over there and have a look then.
Ready? Give me a second. Okay, so yeah, so you guys get there. Again, nothing out of the ordinary happens as you get there. It is run by a dwarf, trader. Little bit older. Used to be a deckhand, and then they had. Rumor has it they kind of he was on a ship that had a good haul, and he used that money to start this kind of trading shop. But yeah, you walk in and it's like, oh, hello there. What can I do for you?
Well, I don't really know yet. Do you mind if we browse around a little?
Oh, not at all, not at all. Just don't touch anything. It can be very, very. Some of the stuff kind of dangerous.
So,
So as you
I had
look
something I wanted
around,
to say, but...
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just said I had something I wanted to say, but it flew away.
So you see a wood ash rod. You can see a pair of boots. You see a very fancy short sword. Or no, that'd be a great sword, isn't it? Why is it saying that's a short sword? Oh, okay. No, it can be any sword. Okay. It's a very fancy short sword. And a key, an old iron key. You see two different potions in two large flasks. And then you can see a scroll case.
So what's with the key?
That's a good question. It's a key, and it's magical.
And you have no idea what it exactly does?
No. No, I don't. Because anytime I've tried to identify it, all I know is it is a key, and it's magical. So I assume it goes to a magical lock somewhere.
Well, that's a bit of a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
How much is it?
5 gold.
5 gold for a key?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. You're getting 5 gold, sir.
Enjoy your key.
What about that rot thingy?
This is a very nice item. This is a Rod of the Pact Keeper.
What does that do specifically? Normally I turn to Abraham with that, but...
So, for certain types of spellcasters of the warlock nature, it increases their ability to cast those spells. So it's easier for them to hit things when they throw out their damaging spells, or if they use something that people can try to resist, it makes it more difficult. So if you know a warlock, they would enjoy having this.
That sounds like it'd be expensive, right?
It's not the most expensive item I have. The Holy Avenger over there is the most expensive item I have. But this one is fairly expensive. It is 5,000 gold.
Wait, you said that over there is a Holy Avenger?
Yes.
I remember reading about that in a comic book. I thought they were made up.
Oh, no. That's a Holy Avenger. It was wielded by a gnome paladin of the god of the sun.
And I imagine, as the name implies, it's wholly expensive.
Yes, that's 190,000 gold pieces.
That is more money than I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. Well, thankfully, I saved someone's life, and it came to me. I really want somebody to buy it so I can retire. But this rod, it's there are variations in how well made they are that determines how much they enhance and how much. This is a basic one. So it's not the most powerful one. In fact, of the types of rods for warlocks, it is the weakest kind. But still, every advantage in combat is important if you know somebody that's a warlock, that is.
I think I know someone that is. But it is outside my price range, so... let's see. There was some boots as well?
Yes. These are the boots of the Winterland.
What do they do?
They make it to where it's very easy for you to resist any type of long-term effects of cold. It makes it you can walk on ice or snow quite easily. And what's interesting is if you're just wearing the boots, you can go out like in the really cold weather. And if you wear the boots and clothes, you can actually go to the coldest places that exist without any trouble.
The boots and what?
The boots and normal heavy clothes like you would wear if you were going out in the snow.
Oh, that way. Okay.
Yeah. If you double up, it helps. It not only helps you resist the cold, but it amplifies protection of the cold with normal means, right? Because normally you just put on a jacket and you go, oh, it's snowing. But like if you were going to go to like the planar area of ice, it's way too cold for just a jacket. Just these boots and a jacket, and you'll be fine.
Nate? The thing you guys are dealing with, that's kind of related to that, right?
Maybe. Worth checking out.
How much do they go for, sir?
Those are 10,000 gold.
Wowzers.
I'm looking at my 300 gold. I am not wealthy.
300?
Yeah, that's what I have.
That's a lot of gold. Are you sure?
A whole lot of gold.
But wait, who are you asking? Are you sure?
The person.
Yes, I'm sure that's how much they cost.
Like, really sure?
Yes.
Well, crap. We don't have that kind of money.
We should probably give your price range and see if you have anything in it. That's probably a better shout than this. I have 300 gold on my person. Is there anything in that price range?
Yes. Hold on just a moment. I have these greater healing potions. Those are 300 each. And then I have, let's see, what level is this spell? Fourth level. Yes, that's the only thing I have for 300. So I have two potions of greater healing that are 300 each. I have a scroll here that can cast Bigby's Hand. That is 5,000 gold. And I have a scroll here that can cast Divination. And that is 4,000 gold. I'm sorry, 2,000 gold. I apologize. It's 2,000 gold for the Divination scroll, 4,000 gold for the Bigby's Hand.
Okay, I see. Well, I have no clue how well off the rest of you are. Is any of this within you guys' price range?
I have 90 gold pieces left. Definitely not.
I have 70 something, I think.
Nate?
223 gold.
Okay, so, I mean, we could grab one of the healing potions. It would be good in case anything were to happen to Otho, right?
Yeah.
Can heal some people too.
Well, if anything were to happen to both of you, then. You know, insurance.
So, you would like to purchase one of the potions?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Here's your potion of greater healing. That will be 300 gold, please.
And here's 300 gold. I now have 7 gold.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
To you as well, sir. That was a lot more expensive than I expected.
Yeah, I have a tool that rolls what their inventory will be. Don't forget, did you take the 5 gold off for the key?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
I also need to write in the magic key in my inventory. Sadly, no providing longbow for Nate. I don't even know if those are officially statted in 5e.
Doesn't sound familiar to me. But anything else you guys would like to do before you head to the boat?
I'm out of things to do, so what do the rest of you want to do?
Ofo has no plans for pre-boat prep.
Hmm.
All right. Well, if nobody has anything to do, I will say at this point, you guys head to the boat.
That seems like a good shout. I don't think anyone has anything.
Abraham, are you
No, I
back
don't
yet?
think so. Nope.
Looks like we're still sans Abraham. Let's do this. I do need to run to the little boys' room before we get into the boat section. So let's take 5 minutes, and we'll reconvene.
You know you don't
Alright.
have to name the room after the size of it, right?
I didn't.
Is everyone okay tonight?
Okay, so you guys went to the magic shop, and now we're headed to the ship, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. So as you're approaching the ship, you can see the first mate that you guys met before. That is Garrick Stormscale.
The one
the
I
big,
punched.
yeah, the big grizzled dragonborn, barking orders. You can see the various crew people running around doing stuff, things like that. You do see Captain Stormrider. She is goodness, my brain's not going to work today. Garrick is down at the base at the dock itself. She's up on the ship at the top of the gangplank, again pointing people, yelling at people. Get this tied off, get that dealt with, get this below decks, yada yada, doing all of that as you guys are coming up. So you see the hustle bustle of the ship being prepared as you are walking up to the gangplank.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
it
too
certainly seems
early?
Oh,
Or you said, Otho?
I just said, well, this is different.
Well, they're preparing to leave in a hurry, so yeah.
Fair, I suppose.
So
I don't know how
As we-
different it is. Not been on a ship before.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I've
It's
not
very
been on a
quiet.
ship before, so I don't know if this is actually different than it normally would be.
I've been on smaller ships, not one of this size. We should probably not let them know we're here and ask if we're too early or if they're fine or if they need us to help with anything. I imagine they do want us to help out, so.
Well, it would be rude to simply stay on a ship and not do your
Well,
do.
and if you remember, she specifically said that she was going to put all of you to work.
Yes, exactly.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that. That's true. You and Abe didn't know that. You hear from the top of the gangplank, "Oh, I see our wonderful guests have arrived.
Greetings.
Ugh.
Little one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Down in the hold, find Isabella Firebrand. She's a tiefling. All right? She's one of our
Yes.
gunners. Go see what she needs. Learn everything. Be prepared to assist her.
All right, will do.
Lizard guy. I
That's
don't
the
know your...
doctor.
I am Dr. Othokent. Pleasure to meet you.
Excellent. Well, Mr. Othokent, again, follow the little one. She's going to go down in the hold where the gunnery is, but that's also where the medics are. Find Elra and Darius. There are medics. See what they have. See what they need. See what you can do to help.
Yes, ma'am.
Boy, the useless one. Pick up something heavy and bring it on the deck.
Yes. Will do.
Just follow around Garrick. Do what he says.
Yes. Yes, man.
I understand the old man is smart.
Sometimes.
Up by the helm. Go speak with Xander. He's our navigator. See if you can give him some assistance.
Oh, aye. Wander up there, talk to Xander, punch him, take his place. Keep your kill.
Peel off his face, put it
Where
on
it's
yours,
going. Mhm,
take over his life.
That's right.
Interesting. Yeah. So, and then she stops, or she starts to turn and walk away and goes, "Oh, girl, come here."
What? And I walk over.
The real skinny girl that you saw that was hanging out in the ropes before. She whistles to her and she drops down and she goes, "You scoot." And she takes. She was actually she'd been coming down. She has a bucket and a mop right there. She goes, "Swab the decks," and she tosses the mop to you and begins walking away to start yelling at other people to get to work.
I just stand there for like a minute before actually doing anything.
All right, so we're going to go one at a time. As we are prepping for the ship to leave, everybody's going to get a roll to help. So we're going to start with Nate. Nate, what skill and what are you going to do to help get the goods and the different things that the crew's going to need, along with the goods that they're going to be, trading in, onto the ship as quickly as possible? What are you going to do to help them?
Moving stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like the that guy at the name I forgot. He just said I was working on the
Garrick.
Yeah, Garrick.
Yeah.
Just, doing whatever he puts me.
Okay. Let's give me an athletics check then.
You can do it.
No, I can't.
Oh.
Let's do it with advantage, because this is something you've done before.
Yeah.
That was the advantage.
Wow.
You get a really bad splinter part of the way through, and Garrick gets upset with you and sends you downstairs to get it looked at. Poor Nate. Because things are not going your way.
I know
All
how
right.
to peel potatoes.
Well, go see the cook then, he yells at you. And he sends you down to the cook, which is also in the mid deck. So this is going to be here.
As long as the cook ain't named Herbert.
There we go. Yeah, so the cook is a dwarf. There's actually two. There's a dwarf and a tiefling cook you can go and hang out with. All right, so
We feel slap.
next is, let's go with Gobs. So you're hanging out with the two gunners. What are you going to do to assist them in prepping to be prepared to defend the ship?
I would actually ask if I can use my 2 proficiency in water vehicles as a general thing for this.
You would understand how, at least, the importance of keeping things dry, securing things properly, and things like that. So let's give me a check.
I put its attribute to quarry since it can use different attributes depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm. So what attribute do you believe you would be using here? Because you're going to be securing stuff, using knowledge, a little bit of dexterity. So I'll let you use either intelligence or dexterity.
Yeah, I'll say dexterity. Just,
Okay.
the whole tying down ropes, all that. And she's small and nimble. She's going to use that to her advantage, get to places the others would need to go around things for.
Yep. Okay. Give me a roll.
The roll is already there.
Awesome. So what this is going to do is, number one, you're going to speed up this particular part of the ship being ready to sail. So you guys are going to get to leave a little bit earlier because of that. But also, if you could make a note, if you guys get in a situation where the guns have to fire, they get an extra attack each turn.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
because of how efficiently you helped them lay everything out. So, because everything was kind of an untidy mess when you got down there. Othokent.
Yes.
In what way are you going to help the medics get things together and ready for the ship to sail? What are you going to do to help these guys out?
Well, considering that they are more knowledgeable about their own space than I am going to just check. I am going to do the simple thing and use my faith to help guide them. Guidance.
Okay. All right. And go ahead and give me a spell attack roll.
All right. Just gonna click some viable spell I have to attack with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before critical guidance.
Wow.
Oof. Okay. So yeah, you're able to help with that. These two aren't particularly religious, but I will give them kind of a stowed guidance bonus. So if it comes up where they are required to help with any type of medicine check or anything like that, they will be able to use that guidance. So it's going to be stored.
Nice.
Also, about 10 minutes after going down there, Nate does come downstairs with a large splinter, and you're able. Let's go ahead and give me a medicine check to see if you're able to remove said splinter and disinfect it without any trouble.
That needs to be amputated. I was hungry anyway. Jump.
Yeah, it was a low DC. It was real easy. So you're able to do that and continue moving. Nari, as you're kind of half-assing everything, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
When you look behind you, you don't see anyone, and then you realize hanging upside down in the rigging above you is Kayla, the half-elf.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Are you trying to make her mad on purpose?
Just a little bit.
Okay, you
Mostly
realize
just
like
a shitty job. So
you realize if she gets angry at you, she's gonna get angry with all of us, right? So you're not just making her miserable; you're gonna making all of us miserable, and that's gonna make all of us not like you.
wait, she's gonna take it out on everyone if one person does a bad job.
Like if you're in a bad mood because somebody was being mean to you, right? Like that boy who can't seem to pick up anything worth a darn, who's always kind of looking at you longingly, right? If you get irritated with him, are you not going to be grumpier when the old man asks you a question?
Wait, looking at me longingly?
Wait, you haven't noticed?
You clearly don't understand what.
I'm just to look at. What do I know about what I see?
Sorry, that caught me off guard.
But yeah, look here. And she flips down and she grabs it and is like, let me just show you how to do this. It's easier. Just get it done. If you do the little things, that impresses her more than anything. And then she'll get you doing something else. She wants you to prove yourself. You get that, right? That's how she looks at other women.
No, honestly, that's not what I get out of that.
That's why she challenged you when you guys were here the other day. And she starts showing you like the technique that's used for swapping the deck. She doesn't like submissive women. She wants everybody to rule their high seas. And she sees you, the only girl with this ragtag group of guys, and doesn't understand why you're not wearing the captain's hat. She's just trying to help you.
I don't count. Fuck
I'm
her.
not the only girl in the group, you know. There's the goblin.
Well, I mean, that one's not exactly as feminine as you, if you get the drift.
I guess.
The fucking shade.
Then again, she doesn't want submissive women. I think I wasn't very submissive towards her anyway.
No. See, the difference is you weren't leading. You were just a bitch. There's a difference.
Fair enough.
Now, here, take this mop back and put those baby birthing hips to work. Come on now. And she jumps and starts climbing back up into the rigging.
What is wrong with all these people?
They
And then I just start mopping again.
Xerxes, that was harsh. They met you. That's what's wrong with them.
Yeah, probably. Nah, Talah is gonna actually try and do some work then. But still, every now and then just be distracted with the view.
Yeah, which is
not
fine.
on purpose, but
So let's give me what do we want to call this? A survival check?
mopping the floor. It's a dexterity check.
Hey, look, all women have the tool proficiency of mop.
You're very thin ice, your sunscream.
Sounds
Because I may not be the only lady in the party, I am the only lady amongst your players. You're on very thin ice here.
Yep, that's okay. I'm not worried about it.
Territory was 2 left turns ago.
Yeah.
I will tell your wife.
Go for it.
But then again, he's just jealous because the only tool proficiency he started off with was beer can.
Oh. Especially, that'd be really lame for me because I don't drink.
Yeah, see?
It's even more useless.
Poor you.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check.
A survival check, okay.
Yep.
Survive them up.
Great.
I'm not about to double down with the joke and calling it a nature check since you're a girl.
20. Are you gonna start with me on the Saturdays too? Oh God.
So you don't do a great job, but that wasn't the point. So but yeah, so after a little bit, you hear a whistle, and it's from the captain.
Yeah.
And when you see her, she does the head nod thing to motion you up to where she's at because she's standing up near what's it called on a modern ship? It's not where the wheelhouse is. My brain's not working.
Bridge?
The pilot house?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the bridge. So she motions you up to the bridge.
Yeah, I'll put the mop to the side so no one trips over it, and then move towards her.
Yeah, so when you come in, she goes, all right. You did the little work. You want to do something a little bit more important?
I mean, I'd like to do something other than mopping.
I understand that. Well, in about 10 minutes, we should be ready to go. You'll take us out.
I'll take us out.
Yeah.
You want me behind the wheel?
Can you not handle it?
I mean, unless someone explains me what I have to do, then no.
Well, I'm the captain. I'll be right here to tell you.
Then sure, I'll give it a shot.
Let me go check in with the old man and my navigator, see if they've got our course laid out. And we skip to Abraham. So, now we get to have some fun.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. Boom.
Nope.
Yeah, there we
World
go.
map.
So, you guys are at Neap. Oh, here, let me bring this up bigger. Here, let's actually do this. This will be easier.
Oh boy.
It's the giggle of City Mesh.
This will be easier for the stream to see.
Yeah, this has been in the making a while.
It looks really good, though.
All right, so yeah. So you guys are at Neap, obviously, which is in the lower right-hand corner. Yep, right there.
I thought we were in the desert of Cthulhu.
All right, how do I mute Doc again?
No, we're in Borcoin trying to get to Neap.
Ah.
Yeah, Borcoin is where you're headed to. So, Abraham, with your extensive experience of being out on the ocean, as well as chartering several expeditions out when you were hunting for your mysterious city or building that was under the ocean. How will you assist this? It's a Goliath that you're hanging out with. That is the navigator. What are you going to do to assist him in laying out your course?
The best I can do for this guy right here is use my experience to help him plot a proper course through the waters I'm familiar with, which I believe is a history check.
Okay. So that, or you can just assist him and he will get a bonus to his roll.
Okay, that'll work. I'll help him plot our course for the most efficient travel through all the dangers with the least amount of trouble.
He rolled a nat 20.
Then I didn't need to do shit. I'm just gonna like
no,
put my hands up and...
because of your assistance, he rolled a 5, and then which would have given him a 10, and then he rolled a nat 20, which is going to give him a 25. So that is going to cut a day off the journey. So it was going to be a 3-day trip to Burcoin. You guys will get there. If you leave tonight, it'll be tomorrow evening when you guys make port. So the captain comes in, talks to you, gets all of that information. Nate, after getting the splinter out of your finger, you stumble over a couple doors down to the kitchen, which is where you will find. I've got too many documents open. You will find Magnus, who is a dwarf, burly dwarf, and May, who is a tiefling, and they are getting everything stowed away. And they are also starting some prep work for dinner because, with this many people to feed, they've got to start cooking soon. What are you going to do to assist the cooks?
Well, I'm going to prep all the food.
Okay. This is something you've been working on a lot. So, Magnus he's grumbly and everything, but May is a little bit nicer about everything and just points out where everything is. They're making just a simple seafood stew for that evening. Something hearty: potatoes, carrots, clams, some shrimp, things like that in it. And go ahead and give me a survival check with advantage.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so you're not like blowing off blowing everybody away and just having the best time ever. But you're sufficient.
If up.
Yeah, you're doing okay. So you're able to cut it. They're not like, oh, that's the most amazing potato peeling I've ever seen. They go, oh, you peeled the potatoes, thanks. Right. So all of that goes just fine. And but while you're in the middle of that, after everything else is done, everything's been stowed away. The ship is about to take off. So the captain is standing next to you, Nari, Talah, and is giving you directions on here's how to put it in reverse. Turn the wheel to this many degrees this way, and let's start backing out away from the dock.
Make sure to put it in the clutch first, hold it down.
There's not a clutch on a ship.
Sure.
Well, this one is, but
sure,
not.
I'm sure.
Anyways, not that kind of a clutch, jerk.
Summoning clutch.
Watch Talah Tokyo drift this thing out the harbor.
So, since I'm assuming you don't have proficiency in ships.
No.
Gobs does.
I know Gobs does, but Gobs isn't there right now. Gobs is down playing with
don't.
Hey, Gobs.
Give me a straight dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay. Hey.
You actually very deftly maneuver and muscle for ranks, fuel burning. Sorry, but yeah, you're able to back out of the port just fine. She walks you through how to turn the ship to the proper course and heading. And then once you do so, this is about the time Garrick comes up, and she has Garrick take the helm and keep them on course. And she's like, I'm going to go back to my cabin. Um,
Get
And we'll
insanely
s-
drunk and wait for port. Get
And we'll
insanely
s-
drunk and wait for port.
yeah, exactly. So she's going to go down to her cabin and said she'll come back up and check at the top of the hour. So now you guys are out to sea. All of your immediate responsibilities have been fulfilled. Is there anything you guys would like to do on the ship?
How fast is the ship going at the moment?
Probably about 18 or 20 knots.
It could go faster.
Yeah. Because Talah now knows how to turn into an animal that can swim, and I kind of just want to try out and swim next to the ship. But if the ship's going too fast, then I'm not going to try that.
I would say it's one of those like, hey, could it be awesome? Yeah. But also, if you jump in and maybe you turn into the wrong kind of animal and you can't keep up, that's not gonna be a fun conversation with the captain, right? If
Yeah,
the ship
exactly.
has to break course. So I will let you make that educated decision on what you do.
Okay. I'm gonna look into some animals then and see if there's anything that can maybe keep up
Dolphin?
before even.
Can you do dolphin?
I think I can.
I've seen dolphins. keep up with
Depends
modern
what
ships.
challenge level that has.
Yeah. So you can figure that out while you're
Yeah.
thinking about that.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, I do have one small thing I want to do.
Sure.
If Gobs has a moment like when everyone looks like, okay, we don't need to do anything immediately, she's gonna send off an email to Scent's email. Just say,
Okay.
hey, I thought you already had my email. Anyway, this is Gobs. Scent.
Just as a heads up, you don't have internet on the ship.
That was why I wanted to do it like as we were leaving port, like before we lose connection.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could have done that. I'll let you have that.
All right. That's the only thing I really have.
Okay. Anything else anybody else wants to do?
Not be useless.
Hey, you killed some potatoes, man.
Well, considering all my duties are done for the moment, though, if I was going to get a feel for the ship, go around, explore a bit.
So, go ahead and give me an investigation check then.
Oh me, oh my. Let me just find the skill.
A dirty 20.
Yay.
Nice. So there's a couple things you're going to find. Number one, you're going to meet the last bit of the crew that you guys hadn't run into, which would be the engineers. So they are down in the engineering level where the engines are, but they're not just like physical. So one of them is a dwarf who's the physical gears and stuff engineer. The other one is an arcane engineer, an artificer who keeps the magical wards and all of that in check. The other thing you kind of realize as you're down here is the amount of cargo you saw being loaded versus the amount of space that should be on the ship doesn't jive. And when you go down to the cargo hold, you realize it's just rooms. And when you open each of the rooms, there are portable holes lined up in these rooms, and that's where they're keeping everything, is inside of portable holes. So they have basically the whole ship is a floating portable hole set of portable holes to move everything a lot quicker and a lot easier.
Oh man, don't.
Interesting.
Bag of holding. Don't do it.
Don't.
Don't.
Yeah, no,
I-
don't.
But I wanna.
Yeah, that would be bad.
But I want to go to the astral plane.
Yeah.
Build a bag.
Time for a session of adventures in the astral plane. What's there? Nothing.
Get the Yankee.
A bag, man.
So, but yeah. So yeah, you find that you get to see everything. Everybody's pretty friendly. nothing's off limits. Gobs is still kind of hanging out around the gunners because they're kind of her people, right? A little bit rough. Like one of them sitting on top of a gunpowder keg, smoking a pipe, right? They're that kind of people. So
idiots, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I have nothing particularly interesting happens. About 2 hours out, you do hear the bell ring for dinner. It's not like the greatest food you've ever had, but it's good and it's very filling, right? Because that's the whole point of it. I'd assume you guys all kind of spend some time up on deck doing things like that. Is there anything else, anything anybody would like to do before you bunk down for the night?
I have looked up the stuff. A bottlenose dolphin is able to keep up with the ship, so gonna turn into that and swim with the ship for a bit.
Are you going to let anybody know you're doing this before you do so?
Well, I'm gonna go up to Nate. Look what I can do. This is so cool, and then do it.
Nate, are you going to try to stop her from jumping off the front of the ship?
Well, what are you? Yes.
Basically, just bolting towards the front of the ship and trying to jump off.
He grabs her, successfully stops her from making it over the side, and he's got a hold of a dolphin.
Yep. If he does that, then yes.
Give me opposed grappling checks, which I believe are both athletics or acrobatics, right?
Yeah, either. I get to choose, and he has to
do athletics. Yep. All right, Nate, you successfully tackle a dolphin.
It's more like we make quite the tango as we stumble upon ourselves.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Just making flipper noises.
You hear the footsteps of the captain. Young man, why is there a fish on my deck?
Fish.
I caught it.
It's true.
Well, what are you going to do with it now? It's making a mess and an awful racket.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna bring it downstairs.
What? No, throw it overboard.
It's my friend.
It's my friend.
I don't care if you gave it a name. It's not going down in your bunk. I don't want to know what you're going to do to a fish in your bunk.
A dolphin, no less.
The dolphin is, well,
turning tables on the...
You can kind of hear it laughing.
Even if you do jump off and become that thing, like, how do you get back on ship? Think this through.
Wait, are you saying the girl turned into that?
And I turned back.
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
He poses a good question. How are you going to get back on the ship?
Jumping?
She looks over the edge because this is a pretty big ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking like 10 or 12 feet up to the deck.
Mm-hmm.
You could jump that high as a fish.
I'm pretty sure a dolphin like this could do that, yeah?
You're pretty sure?
Yeah. I read it in a book.
Just know I ain't stopping to pick you up if you're that dumb. And she turns and begins to walk back towards the bridge.
Well, now I've lost momentum.
Can we do it when we are not on a fast-moving ship?
Look,
Like
this
when we are on
kind of...
the other side.
This mammal... Yeah, not a fish. This mammal could actually keep up.
Yes. For what, an hour or something, and then you're in the water.
Well, I'm gonna jump back onto the ship in time.
If you're able.
Yeah.
You don't just trust what a book says. Some books lie.
They might.
Yeah. I read this book about a goblin who had apparently licked all kinds of monks and could tell their flavors by the monk type.
Oh, right. I know that story. Wasn't that Chuckles the Songcrow or something?
Yeah, but that can't be. That's dumb.
I mean, he lived in a snow globe. What did you expect?
Yeah, so don't just trust what you read.
Yeah, no, because that was just a fairy tale.
Oh, please. Can we not do this?
But it's something I just figured out how I can do that, and then...
I mean, I think we're gonna have a break at some point tomorrow. Like, where we slow down.
You think so?
Then we can do it all you want.
Fine. I just know that I've read that they can at least go to about 16 to 22 knots, which is about what the ship is traveling, and then it can jump up to 15 feet. Even more if they are trained to do so.
I see. Well, that is cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to try.
Well, how many people are up here?
It's just you two right now.
Fine. Let me get my rope. Then I can, at the very least, like, put a rope down.
Right.
Okay, fine. Go.
So Talah's gonna go back to about like halfway the ship and then start running again to get some momentum and then jump off and turn into
How many wild
bottom
shapes
of
do you
the
get in a day?
2.
2. So this is your second one.
This is my second one.
Okay, just making sure.
Mhm.
All right.
As a harpoon comes from the side.
That looks like a tuna to me.
I was thinking about turning into a tuna at first, and then I was like, wait, that's probably not a good idea.
All right, so you're able to get out there and swim for a bit. You're able to keep up with the ship without too much trouble.
Yeah.
However, as you can start to feel the hour coming to a close, because you can tell when your spells are going to wear off.
Yes.
I do want an athletics check to see if you can jump high enough to get back on the ship.
All right. Let's see.
Because this is pushing your max speed, and you're somehow going to jump.
1 second.
Using the dolphin strength?
Yeah, that's exactly what I need to check what that is. All right, so dolphin, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, acrobatics. Jumping is not acrobatics.
Nope.
So athletics
weird
is it,
to me.
right? So the dolphin has a +2 for that. Strength.
I'm going to say jumping up to a 12-foot deck while swimming at full speed. I'm going to set that as a DC 12.
DC 12. Okay, so I'll just roll my own, and then we have to add 2. That's great, because I have 0 in athletics.
Yeah.
20.
You're able to leap up in the air majestically, and you swap back to Talah form and land on the deck right in front of Nate.
Big loop of relief.
Kick him in the dick. Told you.
What?
Look, roll 20's done that enough to Nate the last couple sessions.
No,
We'll just let that one roll.
Talah's just standing in front of Nate and then just hands up and out, just like ta-da!
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was not pretty cool. That was awesome.
Talah, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm. I turn
Hanging
around.
There's nobody there. Somebody hanging from the rigging again.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Need to get a hang of that.
Yeah. Kayla again hangs upside down, cups her hand to her ear. See, only a dumb guy in love would let a girl do something that stupid. I'm telling you. And then she just slowly pulls herself back up into the rigging and climbs back up.
Just staring up. Kind of trailing her as she goes and looking back at Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly blushing and then just turning away to just kind of get rid of that.
All right. Anything else anybody else would like to do for the evening?
Set fire to that barrel of gunpowder. No.
Yes.
Gunpowder.
That's well.
All right. So eventually everybody kind of wanders down to their bunks and tucks in for the evening. I need a volunteer to roll a d20 for me.
Nari.
Not me.
Me?
You've seen
What?
my rolls.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Nari.
17.
All right.
17 sanguine jump on board.
And I want you to roll a d12 for me, please.
6.
Okay. About 4 a.m, you hear alarm bells going off.
Ugh.
So this is before anybody's had a long rest.
rest.
So I hit snooze.
No, not that kind of alarm.
I hit snooze. This universe is going to respect my decision.
Fair enough.
So at
Also
5,
keeps on your
alarm
face.
bells start ringing again.
Mhm.
Yeah, 4 or 5. They go off again.
Dang it.
5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And Talah just turns around.
Okay.
Get up. Get up.
So
Okay, it's up.
Oh.
yeah, like alarm lights are flashing. You start to hear the crew like dashing to hands. You guys would based off of where you're at, I would say Gobs, as you start to open your door, you'll see the gunners run past you to the forward gun mounts.
I am running with.
Turn over, head under the pillow.
I go up to the helm
Mm-hmm.
and I see what's going on from a command perspective.
So as you get up and you start to get up there, you can see there are 4 or 5 large, very bright spotlights shining upon the ship from another ship. It is
Ship?
It's bigger and it's very close. I want a perception check from you.
There's a light in my eyes.
Yeah, it's hard for you. You can't quite see the flag that's on the ship. And the captain's on the right is like,
Where's
I
Joey?
know they're too close. Just lay down the hatches. Let's see what they want. We got snuck up on. Much bigger ship.
Who is it?
Well, based off the flag, can you see it there? And she points to a flag. And you see
No.
flapping in the wind. She points it out to you so you see it.
Oh, okay.
You see a flag. It's a black flag with a bronze leaf on it. And in the middle of that bronze leaf is a skull and crossbones. Like,
Pirates.
yeah, the bronze leaf pirates. Give me a history check. So you've read about these guys. So about 25 years ago, there's an island in the river outside of the city of Gilgamesh. That's an old monastery. They got taken over by these guys, and they started out as a band of river pirates. And they've gradually grown over the last 25 years, and they've started to do open ocean activities where they're, instead of just raiding the smaller riverboats and the places, the little farming villages and fishing villages up and down the river, and they've started to venture out into the brackish ocean that Neap is on and assault bigger ships. And rumor had it that they'd recently gotten a much larger, or there was rumors that they had obtained a much larger ship recently. So yeah, that's what you're seeing. You start to hear over loudspeakers orders to turn off the engines and to prepare for boarding. What's everybody else doing?
Still under the pillow, just kind of, why?
I am with the gunners still. Because I ran.
Okay. Yeah. So the guns on this ship actually kind of fold out from the hull. They haven't extended them. And there's a captain orders her to stand down.
All right. I guess we'll just wait for different orders.
Standing ready.
I'm getting on
so-
deck.
Okay, so you're out on deck. Nate, where are you?
Yeah. I have tried kicking Talah out of bed.
Yeah, Talah's not having it.
Yeah, and just whatever, and runs out. And
All right. So those of you who are awake, go ahead and place yourselves. Tell me where you're at.
I mean, Talah's awake. She's just not on deck.
As the pirates are going to start swinging onto the deck.
the pirates.
Where would the latch for the gunners area be?
You'd have to come up down here.
Yeah,
Here?
and where would I come out?
You would come up. You'd probably come up at the same place as him, coming from below decks.
Yes.
So on the lower level then, right?
Yeah.
And there was nothing visible here.
You guys can go ahead and put yourself up on the same level as these guys where they're landing. That's fine.
I just put myself inside the wheelhouse up here.
Yep, that's fine. All right. So the group of people have kind of swung over and landed and are beginning to pull their weapons.
This doesn't look like a negotiating situation because they obviously assume that they're in power here.
Yeah, the captain has ordered the engines to be turned off. So they've just begun to board. And you can see these guys have kind of grapnel guns. And they're gonna they look like they're getting ready to launch them back over to the other ship. And these have very thick ropes with them. So you would guess, based off of an intelligence, they're probably shooting the ropes over, and then they're going to use a winch on the other side to pull the ships together so that the entirety of the crew can move over and start raiding the ship.
Can we outrun them, Captain?
Outrunning's not I can outrun the ship, but I can't outrun their guns. And when you look out the window, you see this probably. There's not a lot of firearms, right? And especially on ships, you don't see anything bigger than what we would consider like a 5-inch gun. This ship that they're on is much bigger and has at least 9 14-inch guns on it.
Question, Soundscream. I have a plan that's formulating in my mind that's kind of complicated, and I'm going to explain it to you in simple terms.
Sure.
Gunpowder on this ship. Yes?
Yes.
Levitate spell. Over to the hull of the other ship. Boom.
The only issue with that would be, and I will give this to you, you see how thick that hole is. You're not sure if just a gunpowder explosion on the outside of that hole is enough to do anything.
Okay. So no way to like do damage to the outside of the ship to like say like cancel out some of their guns or anything like that.
It's basically a World War II era battleship. Is what you're looking at.
Battleship? Okay.
Yes, it's very large.
And we're in a tramp steamer. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Bronze League Pirates. They're nothing to sneeze at. So, as the pretty one in the middle lands, he goes, attention. Hello? Did I not write it down? How do I keep not writing stuff down that I write? Give me a second.
Saying that?
No, I am.
Of course they are.
Right.
This is where I regret not having taken Entangle.
Don't worry when Talah finally decides that she wants to get out of the bed. I might be able to help with that.
Sure, when we're dead.
Where is it? I could swear I wrote this in here in my GM notes today. Oh, I did. I just put it in a weird spot. All right. Hi. I am Captain Deturus, Vashan Deturus of the Bronze Leaf Pirates, and I would like your surrender. So, where's your captain?
Not my captain. I'm not part of the crew.
And you might not be able to hear this because you're inside.
It's true.
I'll say you heard it. The captain opens the door. I'm the captain of this ship. Oh, excellent. Well, hi. I'm Captain Deturus, Vashan Deturus. Does a name ring a bell? Hello? Yes? No? She's like, no, I don't know who you are. Like, well, let me explain. This may be why we're having so much trouble getting this across, since you don't know who I am. I'm Vashan Deturus, the heir to the Lotus family in the city of Gilgamesh. She's like, I don't know what that is. Oh, so frustrating. Look, forget all of that. Everything you have, and Gorthak, the women. Are we taking the women this time? I don't know. Now you hear the one in the hat going, I'm not sure. Let's kill the women this time. Okay, no women. No, you shouldn't have said kill. Shouldn't have said kill. With just everything of value on your ship, along with your ammunition and gunpowder, if you have them. It's Rashawn. As a note for you there, Nexus. But yes, we'll take all of those. Now, please. She's gonna look at you, Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts?
She's looking at me and asking thoughts.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
So she asked that question to you, and you're not going to say anything.
What question did she ask me?
She's looking at you, and she's trying to get a gauge of if you guys want her to just go along with this guy, do you want?
Oh, I thought you were talking like the evil pirate witch was looking at me and saying thoughts. I'm like, I don't have a rapport with you. It's like, I don't.
No.
What?
No,
Penny for your thoughts. Oh no, murderous, my pirate's captain. I'm sorry, I refuse your offer to offer you my thoughts.
No, you.
I'm so confused.
The female captain that's right next to you looks at you and goes, "It's your charter. It's your charter. How do you want to handle this?"
I hate bullies, and I'll stand and die on that hill.
Can I make a suggestion? Why don't you make them stand and die on it?
Oh, all the more likely. Magic missile on the pirate queen.
King. He's a dude.
The witch right here?
Yeah, he's just pretty.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's an elf.
Yeah.
He's an elf.
So the
understandable
queen.
Confusion.
Understandable confusion.
Yeah.
So I shoot the pirate queen.
Yeah. So I have this.
Queen.
Just so you know, I have him labeled as like Pirate Goon 1, Pirate Goon 2, Pirate Captain, parentheses, hot.
Okay.
Him. All right. So you're going to
Yeah, I'm going to open up this with a magic missile.
Okay. That's fine.
And for giggles, I'm going to make it spicy and convert the energy to fire. Because I can't.
Nice.
You're burning the deck.
All right. Let's see it.
There it is. Wait. Oh, it rolled 1. Oh, so clicking that button rolls 1 at a time. So if we're averaging, I guess it's for averaging then.
So that's 3 bolts of 5 damage each?
Yeah.
Ow.
Doc, take a look at what I just sent you. I would think that wouldn't work against Magic Missile, would you?
No, it does not. Magic Missile does not count as an attack. It merely deals damage.
All right. That's what I thought. I just wanted your input. Okay, so how much damage did you do?
15.
15 points of damage.
Fire damage.
All right. So that would be that much. Okay. Yeah, you definitely hit him with fire damage, and he does not appreciate that. And now it's everybody's favorite turn. Roll initiative. Talah, you can let me know when you think you would have actually gotten up.
I think that once there's, sounds of battle, that's when she's gonna rush
Continuing to roll so poorly.
Because currently there's not like any, other than the alarm that went off, but not any sounds of like chaos or whatever. So
Otho is still dialing up.
when there's like sounds of a
He's
fight,
cold-blooded,
that's
right?
soon. That's when she's gonna rush up to the deck.
It's late night at the middle of the sea. It's fucking cold.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Ella?
Let me get some of this stuff off my out of my way.
Out of my way, Peck.
Peck.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
Dodge, bitch.
All right.
I'm
So,
sure if you didn't.
so Abraham, just so you know, there's like a door here that you can see out of, a double door. So these are open.
Oh, I figured there was doors there, and you did say the
Yeah.
captain opened doors. I was just
Yeah.
placing myself interiorly because I was at the wheel.
Yep. All right. So, who's first? He's first. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. And then I need to measure something.
At the start of that, I was just to place them.
Uh-huh.
If they have to be placed in anywhere for it to matter, the birds have scattered to the corners of the room. If not
Okay,
out the door.
I'm not worried about them.
Okay, if not out the door. Right.
You hear the elven pirate prince captain guy just go, "Oh, Reginald, hit him hard, please." And the bandit or the pirate in front of you goes, "All right, hitting him hard, sir." He's gonna try to hit you.
Is it going to be hard?
And he gets to add a D4
Oh my gosh!
because of the ability the pirate lord just used.
Being a bitch ass hoe.
Being a bitch ass. That's what it says right here. Ability, bitch ass. Oh.
And that would be a 24 to hit.
Wizard, what the fuck you think?
Hey, you know, I never know. Wizards can do all kinds of weird stuff. All right.
Muscle wizard.
Muscle wizard, technically.
You take 6 points of damage as you get hit with a cutlass. Oh.
I assume I've taken a dump since then, so I'm those 6 temporary hit points don't stick around.
Yes, you've pooped. You do not have the 6 temporary hit points. All right, and now it is his turn. Boop, boop, boom, boop, boom. And you shot him in the chest with fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because being an Order of Scribes wizard, I can change damage on.
Oh no, I understand that. That's just he's gonna makes him upset. So he's gonna run up to you, and he's going to pull out his great sword, which is hilarious because he can barely wield it. But he's gonna hit you a bunch. And he does have an ally within 5 feet of him, so he will get pack tactics.
It's awesome.
That's an okay sword at best. Not great.
And that's a nat 20. First attack.
Well, goodbye, Abraham. Was fun knowing you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, so that's a 25 to hit. So 2d6 plus 3. Where is my dice?
Are you rolling these in front of you?
My physical dice?
Yes.
No. You take 17 points of damage as the first attack catches you square in the ribs. And now he will do his next attack. It's a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is for 10 damage.
On the floor.
And you're out.
With -4.
Reginald, good job. We got one. Yes. Now, Captain, are you ready to give up? And she's just kind of backed into a corner, and that's the end of his turn. Nate, what would you like to do, my friend?
Yeah. One sec.
So yeah, you would have seen clearly Abraham unload into him.
Yeah.
And then the two of them rush over there and beat the crap out of Abraham, and Abraham fell over.
And the grand Evelyn Stormrider is doing nothing.
She's done nothing as of yet.
Interesting. I'm disappointed.
Also, I don't know why I didn't put her on the...
So I can see that guy still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Straight line.
there's a bunch of big open doors right here. So just assume you have no blockage of line of sight into there.
You good?
Right.
this mark.
You succeed in hunter's marking him. Talah, I'll say when this initiative turn is over, you'll be up. We'll put you up next to Gobs, and you can roll initiative at that time.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you got hunter's mark on him. Here, I will designate that for you, sir. Let's do.
Thank you. Thank you, kind. And then I'm gonna add no. Rolls continue.
Goodness. Right. Yeah, unfortunately. So you get the hunter's mark off, and you shoot, and one of the doors is swinging, and it just happened to swing close and catch the arrow. So unfortunately, you didn't get that through.
No.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So this guy, that arrow goes whizzing past him and goes, "Hey, more of them!" And he is going to head your way. Let's see. He'll move to there. And he will pull, he's got a light crossbow. He will pull up and he's going to attempt to shoot you. Oh. Also, got to do this. We could use some fight music. But yeah, he's going to try to shoot you with his crossbow.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's terrible. I think that's like an 11. Let me look.
Yeah, no.
No, it's a 13.
No.
Nope. All right. He fires. Again, he's having maybe a little bit of trouble seeing you and misses, unfortunately for him. And that's the end of his turn. Gobs, my dear, what would you like to do?
Slam, murder, death, kill.
Yeah, pretty much that. So I'm gonna run up to the guy in front.
Okay.
As she's walking, just letting that arm transform into an elongated blade.
Okay.
Right in front. Gonna use my bonus action to put a curse on him.
Okay.
It's coming up. That one.
Okay.
So now he takes bonus damage equal to my proficiency bonus, and I crit on a 19 or 20.
Sounds good.
And then I'm gonna smack him with the arm blade.
All right, go for it.
No, I don't.
Jeez, you guys are having a rough time. Yeah, again, maybe it's because, still getting used to using it quite in the way that you're using it. You're unfortunately unable to get a good clean hit on him.
Yeah, that's fair. But at least I'm in his face now.
Yep, you sure are.
That's my turn, by the way.
Okay. All right. I didn't mean to hit that button. Who is next? Oh, it's one of these guys.
Once he had.
Boop, 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 boop. He's not going to get a clear shot, so he's going to keep coming around. Like, ha! And he pulls out his cutlass, and that's the end of his turn. Next, it is the fancier looking guy. This is the first mate. Da, 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 da. And he is going to go to here. He, as a bonus action, he is going to break a vial on his longsword that he pulls out. And then he will take a single attack on Gobs.
All right.
Which is... that is a 20. There's a 20 hit.
It does.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
14.
DC 11. What did you roll?
14. So beat.
14. Okay. So yeah, as you get a slash from this, it's not a big deep slash, but you can feel a burning ache from that wound. But whatever that was did not actually impact or take hold. So you are fine. Other than you got stabbed.
Yeah.
All right. That's this guy's turn. He's going to do the running into the fight thing. Pull out his sword. Abraham, would you be kind enough to roll a death saving throw, please?
And he's up.
Oh.
And that 20, you come back up.
Spit in their faces. Fireball the room.
Now, does that happen at the beginning of the turn or the end? I think it's it's the end, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. So you're awake. You're laying prone, with 1 hit point.
And I have an action.
No.
Okay.
Are you
I
sure?
assume they're not really. Okay.
What was that?
Nexus.
Are you sure that it's at the end?
I do not know.
I'm fairly certain it is at the start of your turn, so you do get your turn.
Find out.
I remember it says something specific about it.
It is the beginning. So yes, you have an action. You have action. You have it's just your turn like normal, but you've got 1 hit point.
And wait. Hang on a second. Do I have to see it? Standing up is just part of my movement.
Half your movement.
I stand up for one explicit purpose. I want to be able to see the water. Okay? As long as within 90 feet of me, I want to see the water. If I stand up, can I see the water within 90 feet of me?
Woof.
Like over
I'd
the
say-
railing through the windows?
I'd say yes, but it would be like out this way.
Which way? Front? It's fine.
Yeah.
Pirate Queen needs to make a Constitution saving throw DC 15.
I know what you're doing, you jerk. He doesn't make that.
He is
You're trying to-
teleported to that point out there in the water
God, that is awesome.
as I cast Vortex Warp.
That's such a cool spell.
All right, I'm gonna put him out here. We know he's further out than that. He's just like, oh, the old man is standing up.
Whoop!
And then you hear sploosh.
And then he's being left behind because we came. No, he's not really left behind. We came to a stop.
Mm-hmm. You just hear, help! Help! I'm drowning! Help!
Go help him, Reginald.
Would you like to do anything else?
Seems your boss needs some help, Reginald.
Oh, not again.
And that will be it, because I don't want to move out of his range, even though I do want to get away from him. And I don't think I have enough left of any type of action to take a potion.
You still have a bonus action.
If I
taking a potion yourself as a bonus action, feeding it to somebody else is a.
There is no potion on my inventory list. Interesting. Thought I made some at one point. Oh well. Life moves on. That'll be my turn.
All right. It is this guy's turn. He goes, what? He's in the water? He goes, oh, lower the lifeboat! He yells back over to the other boat, and he shoots his grappling hook over to the main ship and is going to swing back over there to get onto the lifeboat to try to go get the captain. So, in essence, he's gone. Othokent, it's your turn.
Alrighty then. If only they hadn't surrounded Milla so thoroughly. Then I could have done.
It.
Are you sure about that?
I can take it.
Okay. Dop-dee-dop-dee-dop-dee-dop.
The tiny elf girl surrounded by men and telling him that he can take it.
Can you still take it if I at one point moonbeam on top of your head?
You said it, Milla. You can take it. 15-foot cube right in front of me. Everyone.
No ability was found.
Hold on, and me.
And you. Thunder wave.
Con save. Con save. You may hit. You may get.
So, does not make it. Does not make it. Makes it. Makes it.
Still a pretty decent chunk of damage.
11 damage.
And those who don't make it are shoved 10 feet away from me.
Is it 11 damage if they don't save or if they do save?
11 damage if they don't save, and they are pushed 10 feet if they don't save.
Okay. This and 10 feet away. Okay, so you throw a body there, and you throw another body there.
Shoot!
Then
Off my boat, you fuck.
So both of these guys do make good enough dexterity saves to not get tripped up by the two of their friends tumbling dead past them. And the this guy here does not look very good at all. He's in bad shape.
Good.
How much damage is it on a save? Is that 6 or 5? I don't remember if we roll up or down.
Down.
Okay, 5.
And I don't have anything to use my bonus action on, so that shall be my turn.
Okay. So the captain just kind of smirks at you, Abraham.
Mm-hmm. I'm a tough old bastard.
And she pulls out a breech loading pistol
Mm-hmm.
And not only is this guy dead when she shoots him, a decent portion of this wall is also gone because as it hits him, it also does a level 8 lightning bolt that then travels out this way as it blows
a
hole.
lightning bolt.
Yeah, with a lightning bolt round because she doesn't pack little heat. So his basically like collarbone up is gone, and there's a hole in the wall behind him.
See, if she did that before I teleported, we'd have dealt with the Pirate Queen issue.
Yeah, but it wasn't her turn.
I see.
All right, and it is Pirate Queen's turn.
Do I get to roll my initiative?
Yeah, you can add yourself to the board and roll initiative.
Here, right? Ish?
Here. Yeah, up here.
Up there. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Huh.
All right. Pirate Queen is going to roll not to start to drown.
I like that has just been accepted as the name.
Look, I'm done fighting. Done fighting. No, he's drowning.
Yeah, he's like weighed down by his armor, isn't he?
He wasn't wearing any really heavy armor.
Oh, he wasn't? Okay.
And leather on.
Well, swimming in leather armor would suck.
It's still better than swimming in breastplate.
This is very true. I'm just thinking about it like in my head, man. If I was covered in leather armor, that would suck.
That would suck. Yeah, there's no good situation there, right?
No.
Nate, it's your turn.
How far away is he?
From you, he would be pretty far because he's actually 90 feet out to the side.
Yeah, so Pythagoras.
Yeah, so he'd be twice as far as that. He's going to be like 150 feet away from you. And he'd have partial cover.
Range increment, and I have sharpshooter.
You're going to shoot him?
I'm tempted.
This is brutal. I love it.
Hey,
this is so metal.
He invaded first and threatened to kill our women.
Talah doesn't know that. That's gonna be fun.
But yeah, nah, at this moment, this guy's a bigger problem.
Which guy?
The fancy hat.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him.
That hits.
I'm gonna add my favorite foe. So, that. And that.
What kind of damage is favorite foe?
Does it say? Yeah, it just says increase that damage.
So it's the same,
whatever damage I'm doing.
Okay. Question.
Yep.
Is your bow magical?
No.
Okay.
But the way he shoots it is magical. Does that count?
No. You see the arrow strike incredibly solidly, but it actually shatters upon impacting his shoulder. Like, doesn't pierce the clothing or anything.
Oh crap, I should have used planar warrior on him.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Not at this point.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. It is Wounded Dude's turn. He is going to... You're going to hear this guy say, Thomas, hold. And he will not do anything his turn. And he looks and he goes, parlay. The guy with the fancy hat says this. Is asking for a parlay.
So is he legit drowning?
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, I even asked
Wow.
in chat earlier.
Gobs, it's your turn. The guy to your right did not attack you. The guy with the fancy hat has asked for a parlay. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to cast a spell, but it's not going to be an offensive one.
Okay.
I'm casting Armor of Agathis on 2nd level.
Okay.
You know, just in case. And as I'm doing that, I'm also shouting out, "We're gonna hear them out!" Like, waiting someone to confirm that. I'm not making that decision.
Unconditional surrender.
Unconditional surrender! Them, that is, not us.
We killed your pirate, Captain.
He's not dead yet.
You gonna think you're gonna save him before he's under the waves?
So,
Or I mean to do the same to you? And I use prestidigitation to make my hands glow.
that's fine. He goes, I offer an agreement. We let your ship go. This fight stops. I get my captain. That creature is bound to my purpose, and I need him. Do we have an agreement?
Your word! And I offer my hand and proof of it.
His form shifts, and he grows much larger. As in the place of Fancy Hat Guy, you now see a large bat-winged, horned creature in front of you. Anybody who would like to do an Arcana check to know what it is, you can do so. DC is 11.
I'm dumb as rocks.
I cannot do that.
Or a religion check.
Can I do that yet or no?
Yeah, you're up there.
Okay.
What is it?
What is it?
Wow. So it was religion
So
is
or
it-
Arcana.
Yeah, either or. All right. Nate, you throwing down? And Nate, when his form shifts, your planar sense goes off the chart, as he is a planar creature. For those of you, Abraham,
No.
you can only roll one of those, so
I
you don't.
know.
You don't know what he is. Othokent, you actually know exactly what this is, because in some of your studies you read across them. Gobs, same with you. When you started looking through different books and whatnot, trying to figure out, like, when you heard the Exodius name, you probably did some reading, borrowed some books and whatnot.
Oh, I was
this
gonna
is-
play comic books.
comic books will work too, right? Or anime, right? This is a horned devil that is now standing, looming large, and he goes, the creature is bound to me by the power of the pact prime evil. I guarantee that my word will be fulfilled. Your ship will remain unharmed if you allow me to retrieve him and leave.
No need. I cast Vortex Warp on the captain and bring him back. If he doesn't resist.
I need a perception check from you because he is sinking below the water now. See if you can actually see him.
15.
Yeah, you can see him. All right, so yeah, you drop him right next to the devil.
Don't take him and leave. Consider my side fulfilled.
Indeed. And he grabs him by the shirt and goes, "It's time to stop playing, Captain." And his wings spread and he flaps and he flies back up to the ship.
And all the other ones leave too.
Well, the only one that's left is this guy. And he's like,
What about
and
this
you
guy?
can. No, that's who turned into the devil.
Oh, that's the one who turned into it. For some reason,
Yeah.
I thought it was this dude.
No. That's why his weapon didn't do anything, because they're immune to piercing unless it's from magical.
Okay.
That's why I asked if his bow was magical, because that was a hell of a shot. And I felt, Nate, I'm sorry. I feel bad. But yeah.
I mean,
you can hear.
Good God.
You can hear the ship's engines, the battleship's engines start up, and it's starting to pull away. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Get out of here. And I cast Vortex Warp again, and I send him to his ship.
Oh, you put him on the ship? What level spell is that?
It's level 2.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm done.
As I was saying, that's still a nice spell for level 2. He's like,
It's really
how can I get out of here? The ship is, and they're gone.
And I'm going to collapse in place and curl up and like clutch my chest where a great sword just cut massive chunks out of me. And I spent a good chunk of my magical energy.
The captain walks up and hands you a greater healing potion.
Oh.
Drink up, old man. You did good.
Save it.
Talah walking up further up to the deck. What the hell was going on here?
Apparently devils.
Garrick, we need a mop. Get Arik and Lily and Ryan up here. Kayla, Gruff, clean up. You start to see everybody start to move around. They're tossing the bodies of the ones that are still here overboard. Mop buckets are being brought out. The magical engineer, the gnome, he's up here, and he's slowly but surely using mending to heal this hole in the wall.
What's a greater healing potion?
Let me look.
I think it's 44.
44.
It's worth a lot of money.
Isn't it 44 plus 4?
44
I
plus
think so.
4, yes.
It's 44
Yes,
plus 4. Yep.
But I'm not turning down the captain's generosity in front of her. That's kind of...
Can you fake drink it?
Oh my God.
Just drink the
Just
dark
drink the
potion.
bloody thing.
So,
That puts me...
Bro.
That closes up a good majority of my wounds, but I'm still 10 points down. But that's fine. I can rest. Ugh.
Do you need a hand, Abraham?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh. Well, there you go, Captain. Hope I was able to earn my keep.
that you were. Somebody tell that dirty dwarf downstairs to break out a keg of the good stuff. The old man has earned it. I need to make a call. You see her pull a round, smooth orb out of her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And she holds it in her hand and it starts to glow.
Sending stone?
You'd have to make an Arcana check to know that that's what it is.
Wow.
Is it sending stone?
Yeah, it's ascending. So I just wanted to make you roll it just to be obnoxious.
I know you did.
If you rolled a 2, I was going to give it to you.
What we're actually seeing is this.
She goes, hey, ran into your nephew. You're right. They are aiding the devils. Tell your wife I said hello, and tell your son I look forward to seeing him again when I'm next in the city.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
She pockets it. She goes, well, that was interesting. I had a feeling we might run into them. Well, an old friend of mine had a feeling. He's very good with those. But how interesting. So the Bronze Leaf Pirates are working for those bastard devils.
So I take it we're supposed to know about them?
You don't know about the army of devils that are besieging the city of Gilgamesh.
I've never left Neap, so no.
The one of the wards of the city is called the Free People's Wards. It used to be the Devil Ward. Well, the devil was kicked out by Gilgamesh himself, they say, and some of his adherents and some of the leftover lower devils that were still in this plane of existence whenever the wards were changed where you couldn't travel, decided that territory was legally theirs. So they've been, about the last 25 years, attacking that part of the city. So it's turned into a war front. So it seems these pirates have been how they've been getting some of their supplies. That was a devil that was working with them. So I let my friend who runs that ward know that his suspicions were correct.
It's bad, right? Like, really bad for that city, I mean.
For that part of the city, they don't mess with the other parts of the city, and that's kept the full might of the city from coming down on them. They're smart. Since they're not causing trouble for the other parts, they can't get a full majority council vote. The dragons are scared because Venator got involved, and that's how he died.
Wait, one of the devils killed him? Also
Well,
a dragon?
Aye, white dragon, big old bastard. Swooped in and they hit him with siege weaponry, brought him down, and then 1,000 devils swarmed him. Well, and cultists. So Venator the White's been gone for a long time now. Most of the warders, all of them are gone. It's just the free peoples, mostly the orcs, and the elves holding them off.
I hope they manage.
Well, they've gotten on top of the walls a couple times, but then they run into Magellan and his school, and they've stopped trying to get on top of the walls after they met him twice.
Magellan?
Aye, he's the leader of the Free People's Ward.
Okay, so a big badass then.
Aye. Half orc. Terrible with words, great with his fists. His son is good with his hands. She just kind of smiles.
Magellan, what have you been up to all these years? Jesus.
I just heard a groan from beyond the veil. I think I hear the void groaning.
Yeah, it's the void groaning. All right. You see my text, Sunscreen?
Yeah. So, as you guys have repelled the pirate attack, you guys get to go back below decks. You guys get some drinks here and there. After all of that, Talah did not get involved whatsoever, which is hilarious to me. And that's because of time restrictions for some other people. We're going to go ahead and end our session there. So next time we play, we'll pick up with the second day as we get in to Burcoin itself, which will be awesome. But yeah, you guys repelled the Bronze Leaf Pirates.
So I rolled up the encounter and then just wasn't part of the encounter.
Yep, typical woman causing all the trouble and then making the men have to deal with it. Somebody get her a mop.
I really wanted to kill him.
Who the hell sleeps through all the goddamn alarms?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he shot at this guy down here, this guy.
Hold on, I'm not looking on the right screen. Say that again.
So Nate shot this guy.
No, he shot the devil.
Okay, I see. I thought this guy was drowning and he was going to spite shoot him, and then
he was.
Okay.
He was, but then he chose to shoot.
I missed the target
other
switch,
guy.
and I thought it was something. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. But just, I want to thank everybody who was watching. I know it was a little bit of a slow start today, so I know it's also been a while since we've had some combat. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And then I look forward to the next time we play my campaign, letting you guys get into Burcoin and getting to see that magical city. But for anybody who is still watching, if you could like and subscribe us on YouTube, we'd appreciate that. And feel free to share the link. We try to play every Saturday, either my campaign or Cyntari's. So don't know who's we're going to play next week. We'll figure that out when that time comes. But other than that, everybody have a great day. And thank you very much for hanging out with us.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. And regardless of what game it is, it's going to be a great time.